In today's 10-minute memory hack, we're going to do some quick tips to remember something in the moment. Like for the next time you walked into a room and can't remember why you're there, or where you parked your car in the parking lot. Because everyone has these moments. Everyone. I've seen my 6-year-old son forget why he walked into a room. It doesn't mean you have memory issues most of the time. It typically means you were just simply distracted when you walked into the parking lot or when you're walking into a room. If you want to see more of our 10-minute memory hacks like this, click the subscribe button below. We have loads of them. Hi, I'm Julia Lundstrom, a neuroscience and brain health educator, and these are our 10-minute memory hacks. So let's jump right in. Technique number 1. You hop in the car and you're driving to your friend's house across town when all of a sudden you forget how to get there. You've been there before, lots. Your first instinct is to, grab your phone and put their address into Google Maps or Waze. I'm here to ask you, please don't do this. Our cell phones and computers are very clearly ruining our memories. Your memory is a muscle, and if you don't use it, you will lose it. So use it every chance you get. Take a moment and try this instead. One study suggests that moving your eyes from side to side for 30 seconds will give you a quick memory fix. Horizontal eye movements are thought to cause the two hemispheres of your brain to interact more with one another, and communication between the hemispheres is important for retrieving certain types of memories, like short-term. The researchers found that the people who performed the horizontal eye movements correctly remembered, on average, more than 10% more words. All right, here's technique number 2. Doesn't it seem like we remember the bad stuff more than we remember the good stuff? Someone can compliment us 4 times in a row and then make a small criticism, and that's what we remember about them. The next time you're remembering the bad stuff, try walking with a good posture. It may sound strange, but walking posture plays a key role in which memories you recall. According to a study conducted at the Witten-Herdecke University Department of Psychology in Germany, researchers found that changes in the gait pattern has effects on effective memory bias. In everyday terms, this means that patients who walked upright and happy had better memory towards happy events than those who slouched. They had a better memory towards negative events. So if you want to remember happy times more often, and frankly, who doesn't, work on your posture both in walking and in sitting. They found this works even on depressed patients. Maybe that's why when we think of depression, we picture, something like that girl slouched in the corner, right? All depressed and her back hunched over. All right, let's talk about technique number 3. You just walked out of the mall and you're standing there not remembering where you parked your car. Again, this happens to all of us. Even in my 20s, I had to walk around the parking lot beeping my key, hoping I'd hear my car beep back at me, right? So here's the tip. Do 10 jumping jacks or whatever movement you're capable of doing. Consistent exercise has long been shown to improve long-term memory recall and learning abilities, but it might just help you remember something on the spot too. Doing jumping jacks or squats or whatever, it increases your heart rate, which in turn increases the oxygenated blood flow to your brain, and more oxygen to your brain means your thoughts and memories can travel faster, so that you can remember that you parked that car, on level B, aisle 10. All right, so now that I've given you a few quick ways to remember those pesky moments in life that slow us down, I want to address why we forgot them in the first place. You may have some age-related brain shrinking happening, which can affect your memory. And throughout my 10-minute memory hacks, I address how to stop and reverse that shrinking. But for now, I want to talk about what's happening most of the time. It's because you're not present and prepared and you're distracted. Let's take the first part of that, being present. So let's say you forgot that you parked your car in the parking lot because you just simply weren't paying attention in the first place. Your mind was running a million miles an hour when you ran into the store, wasn't it? Well, I'd like you to really work on slowing down during the day. Leave 5 minutes early to the place so you can really pay attention, not only to where and how you're driving, but when you get there, you can take notice of where you parked. So if you parked on, strawberry aisle 2 at the mall, imagine, 2 strawberry shaped headlights for your car. And then all you have to do is remember that picture of your car with the 2 strawberry shaped headlights, and you'll remember where you parked. It's just slowing down. It's called mnemonic devices. Our memories work best in picture. Actually, that's why Asians are considered better at numbers than we are. Their numbers are actually pictures. We have to use our rotary memory, which is repeating it over and over and over again, to remember our multiplication tables. They have it in pictures. So anytime something's important to you, remember to take the time to put it in an image. Like, let's say Mary is her name. Imagine her with a bonnet on, the little lamb by her side, right? Mary had a little lamb, didn't she? You won't forget that name again. But doing this takes being present, and it takes being prepared. That takes all the guesswork out. Leave your keys in the same spot every time you come home. And again, it takes being present to remember to do this. Park in the same level and aisle every time you go to the mall if you can. Have a calendar on the wall, the old school style that you can glance at multiple times a day to remind you of important events. Just being prepared will take all the guesswork out of your day. It'll make you flow so much easier and calmer. Realizing that you need to remember something later. That's the best memory technique of them all. So subscribe now to get more of our 10-minute memory hacks to be the best you can be. Thank you.